We came, we saw, he died.
What's up, guys? Andy here, and today I will be talking to you about Hillary Clinton's health. Now, why am I bringing up Hillary Clinton's health? Well, it's very important that I must, and I do mean must bring this up, because we are just 2 months away from the most important presidential election in our lifetimes. Me, honestly, not wanting to see this woman getting into the White House, as many of you are aware by now. And the reason why I bring up her health is her coughing. Then there's the footstool. And just recently, the coughing got worse on Labor Day. Yes, Labor Day. And you know who first broke the story? And I'm going to give these people a lot of credit. Right Side News Broadcasting here on YouTube. I got to give you guys big kudos for inspiring me to make this video, obviously, because what I'm about to show you guys today will make you completely upset about Hillary's health, that it might make you vote for Donald Trump or Gary Johnson. And I do stress out Gary Johnson because, obviously, I do want to see him debate Trump and Clinton. And if you haven't seen that video about Gary Johnson, I urge you to check that out. But back to the topic at hand. Let's go to the video that I'm going to show you. Before I begin the video, I must stress out to you that Hillary's coughing started when she was Senator of New York. And keep in mind here, it has gotten completely worse as over the years. Now, this incident in 2008 will continue on in the upcoming compilation I'm about to show you guys. Basically, when Hillary was running for president the first time in February of 2008, she was giving an interview on KTVU television where she had to keep getting water. And after that, in the video I'm about to show you, her coughing got worse.
Hillary Clinton has been seen having uncontrollable coughing fits during interviews.
This is what happens when you get the...
Yes.
Well, you know what, I won't hold you on here any longer because you probably could use some water.
Sorry.
There. Hillary Clinton live from New York.
I've talked way too much.
Hillary always seems to have a glass of water nearby to help allay the coughing, but it doesn't seem to work. Often Hillary Clinton will pull out a lozenge to stop the coughing, but that usually doesn't help.
Broadband so they can get into the global marketplace. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't think so. There is a lot of oppression against women that we have to address. Excuse me. Sorry. It's okay. Allergy season. That's a killer.
You all right?
How do you guys do it?
Any mouth? You all right?
Did you just try to kiss?
You coughing like you got some medicinal.
Yeah, I need some. There's always the threat of sexism and unfair treatment. But you've got to learn to deal with it, which I have over the years. And my voice is failing here, but let me just quickly say, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Okay, I'll engineering and math. So this scholarship program is exactly what we need, and I've been trying all day, so excuse me. So we've come a long way in a short period of time. And that is, excuse me, what economic statecraft is all about. So, we want to hear from all of you.
In so many of her public speaking events, she has this long coughing fit. This long clip shows how bad it is.
Too much to say. That's been well. Thank you, Hazel. That's been part of my mission. Representing poor people through the Legal Services Corporation. It was about making people's lives better. And it taught me that even if you're young, you don't have a powerful job, if you work at it, you stick with it, you can make a difference.
Now, that clip, the one where Hillary was in front of the American flag, the one where the crowd was chanting Hillary's name, obviously, that was from a February event. And the previous clips before that you just saw, obviously, were, again, more noticeable after 2012 when Hillary Clinton was just leaving her job as Secretary of State. Now, keeping in mind here, that last clip obviously makes me worried as an American citizen, considering that, number one, and I do stress this out very, very carefully, number one, that something isn't right with her throat, or something isn't right with her voice. The throat is safe to assume, because obviously Hillary is almost 70 years old. Yes, keep that in mind. And also, it's kind of suspicious to wonder that a presidential candidate who might be the president is drinking water every 5 seconds and is using throat lozenges. In the history of the 44 presidents, there's never been one president, probably, who's ever had to go to that resort of their throat or voice, acting up on stage, talking in public, and basically sounding raspy. That right there is Hillary Clinton. But the next clip I'm about to show you, the one from Labor Day, will make you so irritated that it'll make you believe that this woman should not, and I do stress this out, not be president. Here's the clip.
Also, two other great members of Congress, Tim Ryan and Joyce Beatty. And your mayor, thanks to Mayor Jackson. And I hope that Ohio will send Ted Strickland to the Senate. Now, behind me are some of the great labor leaders of our country. Randy Weingarten, Lee Saunders, Rich Trumka. I'm proud to be on the same stage with them because they're always fighting for working families. Now, once I get over my allergic reaction, let me say that we're here in part because we know how important this election is to Ohio. It's not just, as Tim said, that Ohio is one of those battleground states you hear about every 4 years. It's that Ohio represents everything that's great about America and all of the challenges and the opportunities that we face.
Now, in that video, you can clearly tell that Hillary's voice, by the second, is deteriorating after she coughs on stage, obviously. Keep that in mind, that that is not how a world leader is supposed to be on stage. Seriously, we talk about how in this election there's everything to lose. We talk about it all the time. Well, we might lose everything if Hillary Clinton is president, obviously. The problem is, if she's coughing on stage every 5 to 10 seconds, relying on a throat lozenge, relying on water, obviously, but Donald Trump doesn't need any of that. Or Gary Johnson in that case, to talk on stage. You mean to tell me that this woman is going to be president? Give me a break. Seriously. It just bothers me that we're letting this idiocracy on stage, coughing and relying on throat lozenges, and yet we have two very good people in line for the presidency, Donald Trump and Gary Johnson. Seriously, have the American people have dumbed down to realize that liberalism hasn't taken over their mind? That it's basically, you know, a little liberalism isn't that. I'll just phrase it. Some liberalism is good. Not all of it's bad. But there are some points where you say it is idiocracy, and you have to admit that an example of this is Hillary acting like a fool on stage, where she constantly does it all the time. And yet, the next video I'm about to show you, the one where she is laughing inappropriately at her Benghazi hearing, clearly will make you believe that this woman is insane and belongs in a mental ward. Here's the clip.
You had two ambassadors that made several requests, and here's basically what happened to their requests. They were torn up.
Well,
They were
that's just not
dismissed.
true, Congressman.
Oh,
I
Madam
know that's
Secretary, they didn't get through. It didn't help them. Were those responded to? Is that your testimony today?
okay. And who else was at your home? Were you alone? I was alone, yes. The whole night? Well, yes, the whole night.
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any in-person briefings? I don't find it funny at all.
I'm sorry, a little note of levity at 7:15.
Well, I mean, the reason I say it's not funny is because it went well into the night when our folks on the ground were still in danger. So I don't think it's funny to ask you if you were alone the whole night.
Okay, if that didn't scare you enough, that personally scared me when it first happened last year. It really, really did. Seriously, it's not just the coughing. It's also this. How she might be in public and she might be laughing inappropriately in public. Do you see Donald Trump or Gary Johnson laughing inappropriately in public? No. And yet this woman thinks that she can do it whenever she wants. Ooh, well, this is a little serious. I'm just going to be goofy here for a sec. That right there is another example of this idiocracy that defines this woman. Here's something else I want you to see. This is from Reddit. Now, this is Hillary Clinton. Because they don't want you to know that it's her. Here are 3 Secret Service guards escorting her into her vehicle. Ooh! Wait! What's that down here? What is that down here? Wow! Wow, that's a footstool! That is a footstool! Wow! That also concerns me. Because she's using a footstool to get into her secret vehicle? Wow. Just me having pure sarcasm at this moment has made me completely realize that I have just given you people watching this video, whether it would be on your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, your TV, wherever you're watching this video, I just gave you 3 blunt examples of this woman in poor health, and yet the lamestream media will not cover it. They tried covering it, but then they failed. An epic fail. Okay? This woman, health-wise, is not mentally ready to be President of the United States, and likely will never be mentally ready to be President of the United States. And yet at the end of the day, the story is, if this woman becomes President of the United States, we all have to fear for the sake of the United States of America. Because at this point, if Hillary becomes presidency, we have gone into a complete state of idiocracy, meaning that this woman health-wise will be incompetent to do anything in the White House. Meaning that if she gets sick, she's going to have to rely on somebody else to be the president. Whether she falls down, whether she coughs up in public. That right there makes me scared and should make you scared. And I'm sorry if I have scared you, but it's reality. And reality is, this woman should not be representing the Democratic Party, and she should not be the President of the United States. So I end the video on that note. Rate, comment. You want to see more videos like this in the future? There are more coming up, so if you want to stay tuned, hit the subscribe button. If you're on your mobile device, I suggest you hit that little bell. That way when I post the video, you guys will be notified as soon as possible when I post a video like this one and many others. Till next time, guys, take care.